I've been using the iPhone 17 Pro Max as my main device since it released back in 2025. I got it in October of last year, so a couple weeks after release. I came from the iPhone Air. I used the Air for a couple weeks and the battery was just too bad. I switched to the 17 Pro Max. Starting with the outside, the phone has held up great. I mean, it is a beautiful phone. I love how it feels in the hand. The corners are so much more comfortable in the hand. It's not slicing into your hand like it was with the 12 up to the 15, and the 16 was a little bit better, but still. But I will say, when you're laying in bed and watching, this thing easily slips out of your hand, and coming from the Air, this thing is heavy and it has fallen on my face. The aluminum has held up great. I don't really see many scratches at all. There is a little bit of a ding right here. No idea what that's from. I've been using this with the D-brain case for part of the time, and then most of the time without a case at all. But nothing on the back, nothing on the camera plateau, just that ding on the corner. But where I've had the biggest issues durability-wise is the screen. I haven't had a screen protector on this thing up until last week. Apple says this is supposed to have the strongest ceramic shield ever. I don't ever use screen protectors on my phones, but for some reason this year, when it's supposed to have the strongest ceramic shield, I'm getting so much more scratching on my phone. I'm not sure if you can even see it on the camera, but I'm getting a lot of scratches. I have one here, I have a couple by the dynamic island, and my worst one, I have a deep gouge by the 5 up here, and that really stunk. As soon as I saw that, I don't know how that happened even. I was working, I picked up my phone and I saw the scratch. I didn't drop it that day or anything. So it just, maybe it was next to my keys, I don't know. But immediately that day, I bought a screen protector for the phone. And I'll be using that until the 18 comes out. We'll see if I'll upgrade. So overall, durability has been fine. I still worry for this thing often. I'm very careful with my phone, but I do worry about it because it is less durable than the titanium. I definitely do miss the titanium, but I don't miss the all glass back and that frosted feel of the 16. I do like how this feels in the hand. It's just not as pretty as the 16s and before. Looking onto the front now, screen just as beautiful as always. I use it outside a lot, and honestly, no problems at all. Very smooth, very fast, very responsive, very bright outside. It doesn't dim at all. The heat from the vapor chamber does disperse across the phone to the point to where the phone does not dim outside, and it's wonderful. It's very easy to use outside. It's still very easy to see outside. Obviously not as easy to see as you are inside. And I'm a brightness fiend. I have my phone at full brightness most of the time, and I love that. And this phone has one of the best displays I've ever seen on an iPhone. Now, overall, does it feel different from every other iPhone? Well, I had a friend coming from the iPhone 12, and he went to a 17 Pro Max, and his first thing was, it feels like I didn't upgrade. You know, when you're using the phone, the screen is slightly nicer, the phone is a bit snappier, and then you have the dynamic island. Other than that though, the phone feels very, very similar to the iPhones of before. It looks different, and if those features are enough for you, then great. If not, maybe keep waiting. Now, I will say that sounds like a lot of an upgrade to me, but to some people it doesn't. A phone is a phone. A phone will eventually keep doing the same things: texting, calling every once in a while, games, emails, all that good stuff. Now, onto the cameras. The cameras on this thing are great, and so are the cameras on the 16 and the 15. I think these are great comparatively to some of the older ones, but still, I am not a photographer. I don't use my cameras that often except for recording these videos, and honestly, the 16 camera was almost just as good. My wife takes better pictures on her 16 camera than I do on my 17 camera, mainly because she's a better photographer than me. So these cameras aren't going to magically make you a good photographer, but overall, they are still very good cameras. Some of the features that this phone came with, like the Apple Intelligence features that were also on the 15 and 16, haven't been touched by me at all, so I really couldn't tell you too much. The biggest feature that I love that's honestly on the other phones is tap the bottom and Siri comes up. I love that. That way you don't have to talk to Siri all the time. That is the biggest thing. Camera control, I double tap it to use it. Honestly, I don't care about camera control. I had so many accidental presses, and it's easier to press with the aluminum frame I found than the titanium frame, which is extremely annoying, especially coming from the Air, where it was kind of harder to press on the Air because it was so thin. So compared to the 16, this phone definitely feels heavy. This phone is definitely thicker. And then of course, I keep going back to the Air. This phone is massive compared to the Air, but that's to be expected. So should you get the iPhone 17 Pro or Pro Max in April of 2026? Honestly, depends what phone you have. If you have the 16, maybe wait a few more months. If you absolutely need a phone, the iPhone just 17 base model, best bang for your buck. Honestly, the 17e isn't a terrible bang for your buck either. iPhone Air, beautiful phone, terrible battery. But if you want the biggest screen, you cannot wait. You want that beautiful 6.9-inch display, I think, then this is the one for you. It comes in 3 colors. I got the silver, of course. The navy blue just did not speak to me, and the bright orange was all out when I was going to buy it, but I thought about it. So there you are. There is the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, this isn't sponsored, but QCU was nice enough to send me their 3-in-1 portable travel charger as a place for your AirPods, a place for your Apple Watch, and a place for your iPhone. It comes with a 45-watt GAN charger, braided USB-C cable, and this nice carrying case to carry all of it in. But you don't even really need that because of how easily this thing folds up, puts in your pocket, ready to go. Only thing I say is I wish it had a portable battery built in, just so you didn't have to always plug it in. But for what it is, it's great. AirPods, phone, and Apple Watch. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jake. This is Shot on My Phone.